Yo, 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 it's your boy DKB, back with another episode of the Midnight Truth. And as always, I'm here to speak the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, people, let you know this podcast is going to change just a little bit. I'm going to tweak it just a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more formatted from here on out. Starting today. So I'm going to tell you what the format is, just so you know, and it won't change from here. First off, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on current events. That's my first thing. Second thing is I'm gonna go into the topic. Third thing is I'm gonna give you a word of the day, always, just to give you something to think about. I'm gonna give you a fun fact about myself that I ain't never said on here. I'm also gonna give you birthdays on this day. If you have a birthday on the day that I released this podcast, example today, I'm gonna give you a celebrity that or celebrities that you share birthdays with all the time. And I'm also gonna give you a question of the day. You can comment down below and answer the question at the end, or you can just answer it for yourself. But I am going to give a question of the day. First off, as you all know, I'm a big wrestling fan. Okay, big wrestling fan. Wrestling is very white hot right now. For various reasons, for different reasons, and let me give you my thoughts on those. First off, Mr. McMahon. As I stated before, I didn't like him as a character. I don't know who he is as a person, but I didn't like him as a character, and I'm not surprised that he's in the news for what he's in the news for. And I'm not gonna go into all of that because you should go in the news and read it, see it, whatever. I'm not surprised because if you look at his character, this is how he portrayed his character. It's Vince McMahon. If you paid attention to his storylines, I mean, are they true? Are they not true? I don't know. Not my business. But I'm just stating the fact of, if you look at his character, I'm not surprised. The Rock. The Rock is very relevant again in wrestling. He's always been relevant, but he's relevant again in wrestling. Why? Because he's going up against his cousin, his real life cousin, for the head of the table, Roman Reigns, with the bloodline behind him. A lot of people are hating on The Rock, but I look at it like this. Okay, The Rock just became head board, or one of the board members. I'm not gonna say head board members. He became one of the board members of the WWE and TKO, whatever. That means he's in the UFC and WWE. Pay attention. They just paid him a buku amount of money. I think it was $30 million, plus an incentive to wrestle his dream. That man living out his dream. He wants one last match. Why not give it to him in Roman Reigns? Here's the problem with that, though. Cody Rhodes is white hot. But if you remember what they did with CM Punk and John Cena? Remember what they did with Randy Orton and John Cena? Remember what they did with John Cena now. Point being is, they're slow cooking this Cody finishing story. They're slow cooking. They're leaving so much intrigue into this where it's got everybody talking, everybody thinking, everybody mad. They bringing out emotions that wrestling ain't had in a long time. Wrestling is white hot right now. They're not talking about basketball, unless it's LeBron breaking records. They're not talking about football unless it's the Super Bowl. They're not talking about soccer unless it's different countries. They're not talking about baseball because it's the off season. Not talking about NASCAR. They never talk about NASCAR. What are they talking about? WWE, which ain't even a sport. It's sports entertainment, but to me, it's a sport because there's physicality involved. Then, off of that, their partner, their brother, their sister, whatever you want to call it, UFC, has some fire coming too. Y'all don't see what's going on here, right? TKO has UFC and WWE, and those are the only two things that people are talking about right now. Yeah, boxing's sprinkling in there. Yeah, you got Francis and Anthony Joshua, which I'm excited about. You got Gervonta out there. You got all this Devin Haney and Gervonta and Ryan Garcia and all that. You got all that jazz and Bud Crawford and James Ennis. You got all that jazz in boxing. Yeah, that boxing coming back. It's not as hot as it should be right now. But when boxing come back, if boxing come back, it's still not the hottest right now. UFC coming up with UFC 300, leaving the intrigue as they are in WWE, leaving the intrigue. Do y'all see what's going on here? They are working together. They are in cohorts together. Whether you know it or not, whether I know it or not, whether you believe it or not, they are in cohorts together, people. They are on the same page. They doing some of the same stuff with each other, and we don't even know about it. So why are people hating? Let these people creative juices cook, people. Let the stories play out. UFC 300. They got a big ass card. They've been announcing fights here and there, here and there, here and there. We still don't know what the main event is. Let there be intrigue, people. Stop hating. Why are you hating on The Rock? Why? He the biggest movie star in the world. Can make the most money. It's a business, people. Businesses do things that you don't agree with all the time. Live with it. Deal with it. Enjoy the ride and be happy that they actually giving you something. Because it could not be here. I'm just stating facts. I'm not hating. I'm intrigued. I don't have no hate bone in my body. I'm not upset about it. I am a little upset that I just really hope that they finish Cody's story in WWE because Cody deserves it. I've never seen a story like his. To leave the company, bash the company, come back in the company, tear his pectoral muscle, wrestle while his pectoral muscle is torn, gain the respect of every fan in the world in wrestling, and getting hotter and hotter every day, every week. Come on now. You gotta get this man his flowers. You gotta get that man his belt. You gotta get that man the strap. Plain and simple. Roman has been reigning. Excuse me. Roman has been reigning for too long. It's time for a different story. It's time for different matchups. Roman has won that title, defended that title in every way that you can think of, and it's predictable now. Okay, we're not switching him up, so it's getting kind of boring, people. But Rock, cousin versus cousin, the bloodlines, family, the storyline, I get it. It's the hottest thing in wrestling. Okay, but off of that, we're gonna jump into music today, and I know I talked about music a little bit on this podcast before, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more now. As you know, I started out on the "Look at Me Now" beat at 16. What up? Y'all know me. I'm DKB. I'm upbeat. So I'm gonna give you this verse like candy. Halloween, trick or treat. I'm so neat. J's on my feet. I look at it, hey, like, ooh, shoot, fleet. I ain't got time, and at the time it was I don't smoke pine, but I'm gonna switch it up. And I smoke pine. My future bright like the sunshine. Swagger so raw. It's never juicy, meaning too much. Swagger so raw. It's never juicy. Yo, till she loosey goosey. Call her Lucy. Never, but I can be gangster like Stanley Tookie. Just came up like you's a rookie. You should poof like that girl Snooky. I'm part of swag. And I don't even remember the rest out of that. It's been so long, man. That was damn near 15 years ago, man. Like, I don't even remember none of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember none of it. It was my verse. But I definitely remember my homeboy Vontae. I'm gonna try to do it right here, right now. So it was like, he came in, he was like, diamonds, all colors, they look like fruity pebbles. Bitch, see me rolling, want me to bam bam in the Betty rub. Ooh, little mama fine. Goddamn, Shawty, just look at you. Ooh, that shit was hard, boy. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, man. Hey, I just want to say, before I even get back to it, I just want to say, Vontae went so hard on that verse. On that look at me now, man. He shocked me and Pete. Both of us. We sitting there like, nigga, where did this come from? Cause Vontae never rapped. I don't even know if he rapping to this day. Me and Pete talk about it all the time, man. We talk about it all the time. Diamonds, all colors, they look like fruity pebbles. Bitch, see me rolling up me the bell with the Betty rub. Oh, that shit hard. Ooh, little mama bad too. Goddamn, shorty, just look at you. But before we do anything, I gotta know: do you chew and shawty? If you do, we gon' have a good time. Go to the liquor store, grab a couple rubbers, a blunt, maybe even a little wine. Go to the end, trying to get it in. I want your body next to me. Man, these hoes be going off the fruity pebble accessories. I know I'm missing the part. So can we exchange numbers? Meet me at the end, say 11 with your mama. I know ooh, that nigga snap. That nigga snap, boy. Ooh, that nigga snap. That nigga snap, man. That verse was cold, bro. Me and Peace rap that shit all the time. Me and Peace rap that shit all the time. That shit hard. But man, yeah, I started at 16. Started on the Look at Me Now instrumental because of simple fact, when Look at Me Now came out, we never expected Chris Brown to rap or be a rapper. We were so intrigued, and Chris is my nigga, our nigga, feel like he one of the homies. But when he came out with Look at Me Now with Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne, I can promise you he shocked the hell out of us. He killed that shit. Okay, that is a classic. He killed that shit hard. Also, I guess it's safe to say he inspired us to rap or put ourselves out there to rap because you just could not get on that beat. He killed it. So because he killed it, we had to get on. But yeah, man, started at the Look at Me Now and been doing it ever since for about 15 years and still doing it to this day. Beats, rapping, writing, whatever. But my favorite genre is hip hop and R&B. Hip hop and R&B, followed by the Latin music. I love Latin music. I love the style of it. Jazz, the old soul R&B, the old soul time R&B, the Aretha Franklin's, the Maxwell's, the OJ's, and a lot of these people are before my time. Maxwell's in my era, but OJ's and Aretha Franklin, Patrick Beverly, I can go on and on. Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, I can go on and on. I'm not gonna do that. But the old timers is what I grew up with through my mom and dad, and I fell in love with them. My goat in music, my greatest of all time. Not overall, but my greatest of all time is this man up here. T.I. Tip Harris. just because I'm a Southern boy, but I come from the Midwest. My family's Southern, so I claim the Southern blood, people. You can hear it in my talk, my walk, whatever. But Tip Harris is my great. My overall great is J. Cole. Why are these two my goats? Because of the simple fact they're real and different. T.I. has a whole genre to himself. He created trap music. He made it famous. Regardless if you say Gucci and Jeezy, nah. Wasn't nobody calling trap music till T.I. came out. You had a couple artists before, and I can't remember the name. You had a couple artists before who teased it or gave it light trap music, but T.I. made a whole genre out of it. How can you not be the GOAT for that? How can you not be the GOAT for making a genre of music by yourself with alley-oops to the side to Jeezy, Future, Thugger, Gucci? Yeah, okay. That's just like saying gangster rap was created by Eazy-E and NWA. No. Wasn't created by NWA. Gangster rap been around. Okay. Gangster rap probably been around since the 80s, the late 80s. Okay. They weren't the first ones to rap about gangster rap. Matter of fact, let me look that up real quick. Give me 1 second. Schoolie D. There we go. He influenced the gangster rap, not NWA people. A lot of people think gangster rap was created by NWA, and it wasn't. You gotta remember, Ice-T was before them too. Ice-T was gangster rap too now. Ice-T was a hard motherfucker. Okay, alright. Schoolie D though was the first one to rap about gangster rap, but I'm just making a point that T.I. created trap music, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not. Okay. So with music is my life. I listen to music based on my personality. Like, for example, T.I. has the swag, he's my idol. I want to be like him, the mannerism, the southern draw, the southern play, all of it. J. Cole keeps it real. He's different. He's laid back. He's not out there like that. It's the same way I am. I tie my personality into music, people. That's the way I listen to music. That's the way I tie myself to artists. If I hear something in their music that relates to me, I'm instantly drawn to them. Guilty pleasure of mine in music. I listen to more females than I do males. Why is that? Because I'm an artist, people. I don't just keep my mind closed when it comes to music. I'm very open-minded in music. So I'm listening to everything. There are only 2 genres I hate that I will seldomly listen to. I'll listen to it here and there, but I seldomly listen to country and the screamo, death metal, that shit. I don't listen to none of that. I'll listen to some rock. I'll even listen to some modern day rock. But I'm not gonna listen to country because it's too depressing to me. The guitars are too depressing to me. The percussion, the acoustics, way too depressing to me. But being a producer, I've and I never used to be like this. I used to be tied to one genre, which was hip hop, R&B, neo soul, all that. Uh, I just broadened my horizon maybe 2 years ago on music. And I fell in love with it even more. Learning different things, seeing different things, um, knowing different genres, listening to different genres. I just learned different things, and music just engulfed me. I put down the basketball, picked up the mic and the beat machine, man. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Um, so not gonna talk about music for long. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about music for long, just because it's on fact. I already did a podcast about music, but I will continue to do music and probably until I die. I'm not gonna lie. Um, that leads me to the word of the day, people. It leads me to the word of the day. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving out words of the day on every episode I do from here on out. And the word of today for February 7th is absolve. To absolve someone is to free them from a responsibility or commitment or from consequences of guilt. The plaintiff asserts that the company is not absolved of responsibility for the false claim simply because its ownership has changed. Absolve. Absolve, people. Absolve. That is the word of the day. Absolve sounds a little bit like absorb to me. But, 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 in a different light, the opposite of absorb is what I see of absolve being. But that is the word of the day. Now, on February 7th, whoever has a birthday on February 7th, I'm going to let you know who you share a birthday with. Okay, so February 7th birthdays. You share a birthday with Chris Rock, Steve Nash, Ashton Kutcher, and Matthew Stafford of the Detroit. No, is he on the LA Rams? Yes, Stafford is on the LA Rams. So you got Matthew Stafford, Ashton Kutcher, Chris Rock, and Steve Nash. Those are who you share birthdays with if you have a birthday on February 7th. Now, question of the day. I picked out a card from the self questions. Okay, so comment down below if you want to answer this question or answer it to yourself. Let me know. Like and subscribe to this video. Like and subscribe to this channel. Question of the day is, how does my fear serve me? My fear serves me as motivation. What am I scared of though? I'm not scared of failure. I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of rejection. I am scared of two things: not fulfilling my dreams before I die, and not giving my daughter the best life that I can give her. Those are the before I die. Those are the two things that serve me from fear. And I wouldn't be lying. I would be lying if I tell you that jumping in this music thing isn't scary, because it is scary. I don't know all the ins and outs about the business, but I know about the business. Okay, no, it's not pretty, but you never know until you jump. But this is your boy DKB, here for the Midnight Truth, where we speak the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. As I always say, count your blessings and mind your business. Mind your business and count your blessings. This is your boy DKB, and I'm out.